April 15th, 1912, 1:40 a.m. The Titanic has 1 hour left. Right now, 1,500 people are standing on the deck. They don't know they're about to die. In freezing water, in complete darkness, in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. The ship was called unsinkable. Engineers said it couldn't go down. Passengers believed them. But in 60 minutes, the Titanic will be at the bottom of the sea. This is the final hour, minute by minute, what really happened when the greatest ship in the world ran out of time. 1 hour remaining. The ship is tilting. Not much, maybe 5 degrees. Most passengers don't even notice, but the crew knows. 6 compartments are flooded. The bow is sinking. There's no stopping it now. Captain Smith walks through first class. His face is blank. He's already done the math. The ship has lifeboats for 1,200 people. There are 2,200 on board. 1,000 people have no lifeboat. 1,000 people have no chance. He orders the crew to start loading. Women and children first. But here's the problem. Most passengers don't believe the ship is sinking. It's the Titanic. It can't sink. The crew tries to convince them. Please, get in the lifeboats. People laugh. It's cold out there. I'll stay inside where it's warm. The first lifeboat launches. It has space for 65 people. Only 28 get in. 37 empty seats. 37 people who could have lived. On the deck, the band starts playing. Ragtime music. Upbeat. Cheerful. The captain told them to keep people calm. So they play. 55 minutes remaining. The tilt is worse now. 10 degrees. You can feel it when you walk. In third class, hundreds of passengers are trying to reach the deck, but the gates are locked. The crew locked them to keep third class separate from first class. Now those gates are death traps. Families pound on the metal. Let us through! Some crew members open the gates. Others don't. They're following orders. On the upper decks, the wealthy are finally getting nervous. John Jacob Astor puts his pregnant wife in a lifeboat. He asks if he can join her. The officer says no. Women and children only. Astor steps back. He lights a cigarette. He'll be dead in 40 minutes. Another lifeboat launches. This one is half empty too. The crew is panicking. They don't know how to fill the boats. They don't know how much time they have. Nobody's ever evacuated a sinking ship this big. There's no plan. There's no training. It's chaos pretending to be order. Down below, the engine room is flooding. The engineers are still at their posts. They're keeping the lights on, keeping the pumps running, buying time. They know they won't make it out. The water is rising too fast, but they stay anyway. Because if the lights go out, the panic will be total. 50 minutes remaining.
The bow is underwater now. The front of the ship is gone, completely submerged. The stern is rising. The propellers are starting to show. People are sliding down the deck. Chairs, tables, luggage, everything not bolted down is moving. More lifeboats launch, still not full. The officers are firing distress rockets into the sky, white flares, exploding in the darkness. There's a ship on the horizon, the SS Californian, less than 20 miles away. They can see the rockets, but they think it's a celebration, fireworks. They don't respond. They don't come. On the Titanic, passengers are starting to understand. This is real. The ship is going down. Now everyone wants a lifeboat, but it's too late. Most of the boats are gone. Men are jumping into the boats as they lower. Officers are pulling out guns. Stand back or I'll shoot. Some men rush anyway. A few shots are fired into the air. Nobody knows if anyone was hit. The band is still playing, but the music is changed. No more ragtime. Now it's hymns. Slow, solemn. They know what's coming. 45 minutes remaining.
The tilt is 20 degrees now. You can't stand straight anymore. In the third-class sections, the water is waist deep. Families are climbing stairs, carrying children, looking for a way out. Many of them don't speak English. They can't understand the crew's instructions. They're lost in a maze of corridors. Hundreds will never make it to the deck. Up above, the remaining lifeboats are lowering. Now they're packed. 60, 70 people in boats meant for 65. One boat overturns as it hits the water. Everyone spills into the ocean. The water is 28 degrees Fahrenheit, -2 Celsius. You have 15 minutes before you lose consciousness, 30 minutes before you're dead. Most people don't last 10. The ship's baker, Charles Joan, is drunk. He's been drinking whiskey for the last hour. He's throwing deck chairs overboard, flotation devices for people in the water. He doesn't know it yet, but the alcohol will save his life. It'll keep his blood flowing in the freezing water. On the deck, a priest is leading prayers. Dozens of people kneel, holding hands, saying goodbye. The ship's designer, Thomas Andrews, stands alone, staring at the wall. He built this ship. He said it was safe. Now he's going down with it. 40 minutes remaining. All the lifeboats are gone. There are still 1,500 people on the ship. They have no way off. The stern is rising higher, 30 degrees. The propellers are completely out of the water now. People are clinging to railings, holding on, trying not to slide. Some jump. They leap into the ocean. It's a 60-foot drop. Most die on impact. The ones who survive the fall die from the cold. In the radio room, 2 operators are still sending distress signals. SOS, SOS, SOS. The nearest ship, the Carpathia, is racing toward them, but it's 4 hours away. 4 hours. The Titanic has 35 minutes. The water is inside the ship now, pouring through doors, flooding hallways, rising deck by deck. Furniture floats, pianos, chairs, bodies. The lights flicker. The engineers are losing the fight, but they're still down there, still working, still trying. The band stops playing. They put down their instruments, shake hands. One by one, they walk away. Some jump, some stay. None survive. 35 minutes remaining. The bow is gone. It's completely underwater, hundreds of feet down. Still attached to the stern, pulling it down. The stern is almost vertical now, 45 degrees. People are hanging from railings, chimney stacks, anything they can grip. And then they start falling, one by one, sliding down the deck, tumbling into the ocean, hitting the water like rain. The sound is horrific, screaming, splashing, metal groaning. In the water, people in lifeboats watch. They're only 100 yards away. They can hear everything. Some lifeboats row back to help. Most don't. They're afraid the drowning people will swarm the boats, capsize them. So they row away, into the darkness, away from the screaming. On the stern, a priest stands at the railing, arms raised, shouting prayers over the chaos. Passengers huddle around him. If they can't survive,
At least they won't die alone. The tilt reaches 50 degrees. Standing is impossible. Everyone is holding on or falling. The lights flicker again, longer this time, and then they go out. Total darkness. The screaming gets louder. 30 minutes remaining.
The lights come back on, dimmer, yellow. The backup generators kick in, but everyone knows it won't last. The stern is 60 degrees now, nearly straight up, like a building. People are falling constantly, dozens at a time, 200 feet down into the water. The ocean is filled with bodies, floating, face down, life jackets keeping them on the surface. The water is so cold, it burns. People are gasping, hyperventilating. Their muscles are seizing. Some are trying to swim, but there's nowhere to swim to. The lifeboats are gone. The nearest ship is hours away. They're alone in the Atlantic, in the dark, in water that's colder than ice. On the stern, the remaining passengers have climbed to the very back, the highest point. Hundreds of people packed together, clinging to the railing. They're singing now, hymns, prayers, anything to stay calm. Some are crying, some are silent, some are still hoping for a miracle. The ship groans, a deep, metallic scream, the sound of steel tearing. The stress is too much. The Titanic wasn't designed to be vertical. Something is about to break. 25 minutes remaining. The ship breaks in half. Right in the middle, between the third and fourth funnels, the steel snaps, the rivets explode, the deck splits open. People standing in the middle fall straight into the gap, into the machinery, into the ocean inside the ship. The bow, still attached by the bottom, drags the stern down. Then the connection breaks completely. The bow plunges straight down, disappearing in seconds. The stern bobs back up. For a moment, it almost floats, level again. The people still on board think, maybe it'll stay up. Maybe they'll survive. They're wrong. Water is pouring into the broken end. The stern is filling like a cup. It starts to tilt again, faster this time. In the water, people are dying, not from drowning, from the cold. Their core temperature is dropping, their hearts are slowing, their brains are shutting down. Some are thrashing, some are perfectly still. All of them are dying. The lifeboats are far away now. The people in them can still hear the screaming, but they can't see anything, just darkness and sound. 20 minutes remaining. The stern is vertical again, straight up, like a tower. It stays there, suspended, for almost a full minute. Silent, still. People in the water watch. People in the lifeboats watch. Everyone knows what's coming, and then it goes. Straight down, fast. The stern plunges into the ocean. The suction pulls people under, dozens of them, dragged down by the current. The ship disappears, completely gone, in less than 10 seconds. 2.5 hours ago, the Titanic was the greatest ship in the world. Now, it's 2 miles underwater, broken in half, scattered across the ocean floor. The screaming doesn't stop. There are still hundreds of people in the water, alive, for now. They're calling for help, for lifeboats, for anyone. But the lifeboats don't come. Most of them are only half full. They could row back. They could save dozens of people. But they don't. They're afraid. Afraid of being pulled under. Afraid of capsizing. So they stay away and listen. The screaming lasts for 30 minutes, then 20, then 10, then silence. By 2:20 a.m., almost everyone in the water is dead. 1,500 people. Frozen. Drowned. Gone. 10 minutes remaining.
The ocean is silent now. The lifeboats drift. 700 survivors huddled together, freezing, waiting. Some are injured, some are in shock. All of them are traumatized. They're surrounded by bodies, floating in life jackets. Hundreds of them, as far as they can see. Some lifeboats finally row back. They pull a few people from the water. Only a few. Most of the bodies are already dead. One man, Charles Jouffin, the drunk baker, is still alive. He's been in the water for 2 hours, still conscious. The alcohol saved him. A lifeboat pulls him in. He's one of the last. The Carpathia arrives at 4 a.m., 2 hours after the Titanic sank. They rescue the survivors, 706 people. 1,517 are dead. The youngest victim was 2 months old. The oldest was 74. Entire families were wiped out. Husbands separated from wives. Children from parents. The crew of the Californian, the ship that didn't respond to the flares, will live with the guilt forever. The Titanic's designers will be blamed. The captain will be blamed. The company will be blamed. But the truth is simpler. The ship hit an iceberg, and there weren't enough lifeboats. That's it. No villains, no conspiracy. Just bad luck and bad design. 0 minutes remaining. The Titanic sank in 2 hours and 40 minutes. 1,500 people died. In freezing water, in total darkness, alone. The ship was called unsinkable, but it wasn't. It was just a ship made of steel and rivets, and steel breaks. The survivors never forgot. Some never spoke about it. Others couldn't stop. The wreck was found in 1985, 2 miles down, split in half, exactly where it sank. Shoes, plates, suitcases, still there. The Titanic is a grave now. 1,500 people are buried there. If this changed how you see history, hit subscribe. Next time, the last 24 hours of Pompeii, when an entire city ignored the warnings. Stay curious.